honey dops, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be doing some cooking. You guys, it is 10:30 at night. My eyes are extremely heavy with these lashes on. So I wanted to make a video focusing on the things that I typically eat throughout the day. I have mentioned that I have been heavy in the gym, and I've been on this fitness journey, I would say, for about like a year and a half maybe, but I've been extremely consistent about the last 4 to 5 months. My health journey has been like this, like, you know what I mean? But last 4 or 5 months I've been very consistent. I don't see anything stopping me, you know, Lord forbid anything, you know, health wise happens to me, then, you know, of course. But I literally live and breathe the gym. I love working out. It has been it's become a part of my life, and I'm just really extremely obsessed with seeing my body transform and things like that. And it's a journey, so I'm still learning as I go. Please advise, I am not a dietitian, I am not a health expert, anything like that. Whatever I know or whatever is because of my own research, and again, I'm still learning as I go. But I wanted to keep things very simple in today's video. Also, just know that the meals that I'm going to be prepping and making for you guys today are like really protein based. I don't count my macros. I used to count macros, but it's very overwhelming. It can be very stressful. If I fall short or if I eat too much, I'm like stressed out. So all I know is, like, I know there's certain foods that have the macros or the nutrients that I want, so I get that. I do moderate it. I don't consume too much, and I don't have a strict diet. If I want me a cookie, I'm gonna eat a cookie. I just do it in moderations. I don't consume too much again, and I just try to make healthier choices. But do I fall off? Absolutely. But I'm not very strict with my diet. All I know is that I like to consume proteins and carbohydrates. Yeah, so a lot of the meals are, or a lot of the meals slash snacks are protein based, or they are high in protein. Protein, again, I'm not a dietitian, but protein is good for you whether you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, especially if you're trying to build muscle. Protein is the nutrient that you need to have. Yes, I'm not afraid of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are great for me. They're an energy source. So I used to always think carbs, but fat. No, it's not. Carbs are for energy and your muscles. This video is just going to be focusing on the meals that I make throughout the day. Of course, they're not always the same. That's boring. I do alternate my dinners, my breakfast, my snacks. I try to look for different recipes. A lot of the foods that I find, I just think of randomly, like they're simple meals, or I follow like fitness influencers, get some recipes from them. Go on Google. Google's your best friend, and you can find so many different recipes. So every recipe that I make in today's video will be in the description box below if you need for a reference. So don't worry about that, I got you there. But I hope you guys enjoy today's video. If you do, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up. If you are liking this type of content, please let me know by liking it and letting me know in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into what I'm eating for the day. Alright, you guys, so the first meal of my day is my Parfait with my morning coffee. I always have something extremely light first thing in the morning because I start eating around 7 or 8 just to make sure I'm getting in all my foods. So I have some Greek yogurt, some granola, and some strawberries. You can use any fruit you like, whichever granola you like. And then I do measure out, you know, my portions just to ensure I'm not consuming too much. I used to do a lot of things freehand, and I was always just going like overboard with everything. So I do measure out my things, not all the time, but you know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour the Greek yogurt into my bowl. They do have that same yogurt with 0 sugar that I really like, but I can never find it. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get some granola and pour that in, and then I'm gonna just get about roughly 3 strawberries. I cut them up every week. And I just put them in the mason jar, and I finish my strawberries every week. So this is a 16-ounce cup, so I'm going to only use about 8 ounces, and I'm just going to pour my cold coffee. Sometimes I put ice in it, but I drink it really fast, so I never really do. And then I use a creamer. Not everyone likes to use creamer. You can use almond milk, you can use anything. This has a little more sugar in it, so if you want to use a creamer that has less sugar, then go ahead and you can do that. And then this is normally the first thing I eat when I start my shift. Like when I work, I start my shift at 7 o'clock, and I'm eating this around 7:38. So yeah, that's the first meal. Next up is my actual breakfast, and I'm going to be using or making an avocado toast with turkey bacon. I bought this bacon, I believe this one's from Costco. If you guys know of any turkey bacon that's like maple flavored syrup, maple flavored, let me know, because I am craving that with my turkey bacon, and I don't get that with turkey bacon. It's like it's going to give me the pork taste without giving me pork. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and cook 2 slices. I believe each bacon is 6 grams of protein. Sometimes I have 3 slices depending on how hungry I am, but I wasn't starving, so I was like 2 slices is good enough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let that cook. And once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and set that to the side. I'm just going to go ahead and scoop my smaller skillet to the side or onto the burner to get my eggs going. And you have to use butter. At least I do, because before I started using butter, my eggs were a mess. So I use butter just to ensure that I can... Sorry, I'm getting a phone call right now. Yeah, my egg shell dropped in there, so I had to take those out. That's so aesthetically pleasing, yeah. So I tried making my avocado toast with, over medium eggs, boiled eggs, and I slice them or scramble. And you guys, this is literally the best way to make it. Whether you like it over medium, hard, or easy, it is so good. I've tried it over easy, over medium, and over hard, and they're all so good. But when I cook my eggs like this on my avocado toast, it gives me the best flavor. I don't know why, but it does. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cook my egg. And while my egg is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and grab my bread and throw that in the toaster. So I like to use my multi-grain, or is it wheat? I think it's wheat, wheat bread. And I get half of a small avocado, just because avocados are really high in fats, things like that. Again, I don't want to consume too much of everything, so I just go with half of an avocado, and that's more than enough for me. And I just go ahead and I spread that all over my bread, and then I season it. Now I use my everything, everything bagel seasoning, and when I tell you, I go OD on this thing, because it's literally zero everything. Like, there's no salt, no calories, no nothing. So I go crazy with that. And I use my crushed peppers for a little bit of spice. I like spicy food. I top my egg on top, and then I get my slice of bacon, and that's my breakfast. It's a really good, hefty breakfast, and it holds me over for a few hours. So next up is my tuna. Now I make this right after I make my breakfast, so it can be on chill. So not everyone is a fan of tuna, but it is a really good source for protein. So I like tuna. I got some light tuna that I bought from the grocery store. But I go ahead and I open it up, and then I do drain out as much juice as I can, but it's always some juice left over. So when I transfer it over into my bowl, I get some paper towels to go ahead and get the remaining juice, because I hate when it sits in the fridge and all that juice just gets to the bottom. Like, I don't like my tuna soggy, pretty much. So I'm going to use some light mayonnaise, and again, however you like to make your tuna, however you like to make your tuna. This is specifically how I make mine. I'm not afraid of mayonnaise. I'm not afraid of mustard. As I told you guys, I don't have a crazy strict diet, and I still see crazy improvement in my body. So anyhow, I go ahead and put some relish in there just to have a sweet taste, and then I season it with some onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper. In this video, you will not see me using any garlic salt or onion. I don't know if there's onion salt, but any salt. I like to use powder because it has less sodium. And then I go ahead and I just take 2 boiled eggs that I prepped the day before, and I go ahead and I chop my eggs into it because that's more protein. So I go ahead and I just dump it into the bowl, and I'm going to mix everything up. Or actually, I'm going to get some red onions first. And I really am not really a fan of onions, but I can only have raw onions for certain dishes, and this is one of them for sure. So I just go ahead and I mix it all up, and then I will measure it out to 3 ounces, just because I kind of try to follow the nutrition serving size on the can, and 3 ounces is what you'll see in my macros. I don't count my macros, but I did put them in this video in case anyone wanted to know what the macros were for each meal. So yeah, I love Ritz crackers. And the serving size for the Ritz crackers were every 5 crackers. But I'm like, I'm doubling up because that's what I like to do. So yeah, tuna with some crackers, very simple, easy meal, but it's really high in protein. My next snack is just a protein bar. And I show you guys that drinking your water is super essential in your daily intake. This is just one of the macro or one of the protein bars that I like. If I'm not eating a protein bar and I feel like a little more hungry, then I'll make a protein shake like from scratch with my blender, but I'll save that for another video. So that's it for this one. That was quick and easy. Next up is dinner, and we are gonna have salmon with vegetables and potatoes. And you guys, it's such a simple, easy meal. It can be made within 20 to 25 minutes. Delicious, healthy, filling, great. So I had 2 salmon fillets, like one for that night and then one for the next morning, or the next night, sorry. I just seasoned it with some onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and Old Bay seasoning. And I just go ahead and I rub in the seasonings. Once I season it, I flip it over. And I do just a little bit on the other side because I don't want it to be too salty, because so I went and I just grabbed a handful of string beans at my grocery store. I didn't grab enough though for 2 servings, but it's fine. That's why I tried to cut them up into halves to kind of like make it seem like it's more. But yeah, I didn't grab enough for 2 servings, but I love string beans. They're so freaking good. And then I'm going to use some lemon for my salmon to squeeze on when I throw it on the skillet. And then I have some golden gourmet baby potatoes. They're quick. You can make these within 20 minutes in the oven. You can roast them and they taste so freaking good. They already have like this natural flavor to them, but of course I do season it. Some olive oil, and then I go with my same seasonings, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper. I use some thyme leaves and some oregano. And I just go ahead and I mixed it all up in the mixing bowl. And then I'm going to transfer it to my cookie sheet. And then I'm going to set it in the oven at 375 for 18 to 22 minutes. Like once 18 minutes hit, if it's right where I want it, I take it out. But if not, I shake it up a little bit and then I take it out a couple minutes later. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just transfer my salmon over into the skillet over medium heat. And I'm just gonna let the salmon do its thing. I love cooking salmon because I feel like it's one of the easiest things to cook. It doesn't have to, like, I don't like my salmon cooked super well done, but I don't like it raw either. But whatever, just know that I like it crispy on the outside and like nice and moist on the inside. That's how I try to cook it. And I'm just gonna transfer my green beans into the smaller skillet, and I had butter in there because I didn't show you guys me doing that. So I have olive oil under my salmon and butter and my string beans. So I season my string beans with black pepper and salt. I'm not afraid of salt, but I just feel like when you are intaking salt, you just want to make sure that, or any sodium, you want to make sure you're drinking lots of water throughout the day. That's very, very important. And then I just go ahead and I squeeze the lemon all over the salmon. I do it on both sides, but I'm going to let it cook like this for a while. So once I flip it over, I'm going to squeeze another lemon, or the other half of the lemon, onto the salmon. And this helps also to give it that nice crisp and that extra flavor. It's so, 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 so good. Alright, you guys, so I'm checking to see if my potatoes are done. This was the 18-minute mark. They weren't as golden as I want them to be, so I shook them around and then I threw it back in the oven for like 3 more minutes, 3-4 minutes, and then I took them out. And then my green beans are done exactly how I like them. Oh, they look so freaking good, and they were so damn good too. So of course I'm going to measure out my potatoes. I believe I measured it out to, I think 4 or 5 ounces. I believe 5 ounces. Like 4, I looked at 4 ounces. I'm like, yeah, I still want a little bit more. I'm hungry. Yep, that right there was 4 ounces. I was like, yeah, I need more. So then I was measuring my string beans, and that's when I realized I didn't have enough. So I'm like, it doesn't even matter. But I think I had 4 ounces of string beans. Not even, I think it was like 3 ounces. And then of course a 6-ounce salmon. And that is my salmon dish, you guys. I'll be back in just a few minutes, actually a few seconds. Oh, also seltzer water has like 0 everything, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 everything. So that's a great little beverage, but I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. All right, you guys, so that is all that I have for you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I've been wanting to film this video since before the new year happened, but I just wanted to make sure that I was being consistent. I didn't want to make this video unless I was really following, you know, a certain type of diet. Not a strict one, but at least I was making sure that I was being consistent in the foods that I eat and things like that. Yeah, so I can make this video again, probably not like anytime soon. I've been filming since 9 o'clock this morning. It's 10:30 at night. So I've been filming other things throughout the day as well. So it's just been a very long day. But I can make this video again with other foods that I like to make or other meals that I like to incorporate throughout my day, just to give you guys like variety. But yes, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you all so much, and I will look forward to seeing you in my next one. So until then, peace, 2 fingers.
Wondering what's on your mind. If you like the simple type, I ain't stupid, dumb or blind. Won't sleep, be a bit of a last. Heard you met